today they had another patch released, which was supposed to fix some of the things that damages and basically attack HP and defense, how they work with their skills. They were supposed to be taking about 4 hours, but then for some reason they managed to finish this sooner. So I'm like, okay, that's the very first time of them finishing it early, but it's a very good one. They're starting to build up our trust. They are trying their best to gain our trust again. So it's a very good one that they actually finished way before that. Okay, way before that. We got a Gucci compensation, 5 clock, 200 Levi stone, and 50k gold. So what changed? I mentioned it on like 2 days ago on how this changes or how this would change. Basically, people who or heroes who gave the shield based on their current HP, based on their HP or base HP became their current HP. Meaning, if you do have HP buff, then your shield is actually gonna get stronger. The more you have HP, the stronger the shield is gonna be. Before that, it wasn't like that. It was just based on your base HP. So it's of course FC Rodley, Fergie, Wedding Iris, soon to have Fate's Summer Festa Gold Iris, not written in there, but obviously she's gonna be in there because it's Iris. And if you actually have a lot more knowledge into this, you may have realized that there is no Chati. There is no Chati here. We all know Chati gives shield, right? But Chati is not here. Why? Actually, Ku 선생님, he's my 선생님. 선생님, my tongue is pretty much teacher or sensei. He's the one who taught me everything. Based on Ku 선생님's prediction or explanation, if Chati was in here, Chati would have been OP. Chati already is giving out a lot of shield provided, but if Chati was actually gonna get changed here, then Chati will be able to provide more shield than some of the dragon knights, and that means regular Chati over Dragon Knight when it comes to shield. So it's kind of broken for Chati, I guess. So they did not include Chati in there. Whilst Rodley, Iris, they're all like decent shield provider, but not necessarily as higher than the Dragon Knights. So these shields will not be stronger or will not be higher than Dragon Knights, if you compare it like decent or full stacks. And this also means that from now on, clearing phase 3 dragon is gonna be so easy. Before that, you of course having FC Rodley was making you a lot easier to clear FC Dragon. But now that Rodley provides more shield for your team, you're gonna have a lot easier time. This basically means all of the golden FCs that exist who give passives are better. Like you know how FC Battery was used on Dragon FC only because one of her passive is to give extra 20 percentile HP. Extra 20 percentile HP. Apply that to extra 20 percentile shield as well, because you just gain HP to provide more shield. Like things that synergize a lot better with passives that we have for HP increasement. Okay. And next one. Also, this one was actually unexpected, or rather surprise for me. I thought the Dragon Skill was gonna get nerfed, in my opinion, but I was wrong, boy. Basically, what this means is that all of the Dragon Knights Dragon Skill, when they had regular attack to go with the percentile, now they have their current attack to go with the percentile. This is very important, because if it's current attack, who gives attack buff? You have to ask, who gives attack buff? You can't think of one? Think of one. It's Yao. And who is gonna get either blue or gold? Who is the one who gets attack buff for everyone of your team? Yao. And Yao is coming up with FC, Summer FC, which means they are gonna get paired up so well. So well. Not to forget to mention Scarlet. You know how Scarlet, when her shield gets destroyed, her her frost immunity gets destroyed, 50% of attack bonus is applied. Imagine that applied to your Dragon Skill. Your Dragon Skill deals a ton more damage. I thought this was a nerf, but this was a buff. This is a buff now, okay? This is a buff. And Morris / FC Morris giving out the attack boost as well. Also, you know, Morris having FC. Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention it. But yes, even so, those who give attack buffs are gonna start to show up. Like if you played a lot of gacha games or games in general, RPGs in general, usually buffer was always one of the solid character that always gets included in your squad. You almost always need buff to make your team stronger. But Exos heroes, in a weird way, buffer had very less value, especially the attack buffers. They had very low value. First, we only have limited pool of attack buffs. Second, it's not even 5-star. So, you know, buffers were not able to take a spot. But now with the Yao, I'm pretty sure buffers will start to take a spot in your team, or like pseudo buffer like Scarlet, the one that has a skill rather has passive to apply, like, you know, once in battle. So that's a very important. Again, this favors the phase 3 dragon. Now that you have more shield, but you are dealing a ton more damage with Dragon FC, which is best on pretty much on every PvP, PvE, including phase 3, including challenging phase 3 dragon. And let's go bottom. We still have a lot more things to talk about. The Dragon Scale, which provided them the shield based on the defense, is now their current defense. Meaning also those who give buff on defense is gonna get big. And do you know who gives buffs on defense? Do you know who gives buff on defense? Think of one. Let me actually I actually have to correct myself if I'm wrong. But if my memory serves correctly, it's Glenn. I think, let me double check on it to make sure that I don't make mistake. But let's go over that a little bit later, okay? When I check on Glenn, let's go over that a little bit later. So let's go with the skill fixes. They have changed the awakened version of Baraka's skill. You know how awakened version of Baraka was able to heal himself once Baraka becomes awakened? The heal percentile was 25 percentile, and on his attack of 25 percentile of his attack. But now it's 25 percentile of his current attack. Meaning, with enough synergies applied to Baraka, your Baraka can actually become a zombie. I'm not even joking. Your Baraka can actually heal up to 10k HP per round if you have enough buffs provided to your team. I mean, enough buffs provided to yourself, Baraka. Before, Baraka can only heal like somewhat okay amount. Baraka wasn't able to go, able to heal full amount. But with this patch, Baraka is gonna be able to do that. Okay, so Glenn has a buff, but only self, increasing def 16 percentile for himself. So okay, it's really a pseudo buff. So maybe with FC, this self becomes all target. I'm hoping for that to apply, because otherwise, why would otherwise they wouldn't really put this one, Dragon Skill. So Dragon Skill will be stronger with higher their defenses are, and future FC Glenn may be able to give out the whole buff of the defense, and of course Tantalo, FC Luke as well, being providing the death bonus, the defense bonus. Yes, so we have to keep our eyes close to them. We don't need all of them, because we're just having one is gonna be enough. But we'll see who's gonna be in the meta for the boosting defense wise. Okay, I personally think it's gonna be FC Glenn, the reworked skill. But keep that in mind. And again, going back to Baraka, so your Baraka can actually last longer, meaning your Baraka will be able to like fight a lot more PvE contents. Okay, just be aware. And Heart Strike gives minus. Yeah, Heart Strike debuffs or nerfs, nerfs. However, the term is, I think it's debuff. Nerf is like another term. Debuffs the defense. Yes. So going over. So those who also had provoke passive now heals on his current attack rather than just regular attack. Okay, that's very important. Very, very importante. Oh wait. Never mind. It's actually backward. Those who healed on his current attack now becomes healing with his regular attack. So it's a nerf. It's a nerf for the provoke. Nerf for provoke. And you don't have to read this. This is the 2-star one, the 2-star Lenome defender. I'll show you who that is. It's this guy. Yeah, this one. These defenders, these had passive, that works with Tranquil and everything. So you don't really have to check on that. It's just there basically. Going down. So this also changes the dragon. This says dragon used to nerf attack, defense, and HP of different element. Like on Light Dark Day, your frost, fire, nature, machinery will be nerfed. But now only the HP will be nerfed. Before it was HP, defense, and attack getting nerfed, but those two are gone. Okay, so only HP is being nerfed, meaning it's a great synergy for us, because now that we have higher defense, higher attack, not getting nerfed on not getting penalized or penaltied by having different elements. Also get like Rodley will almost always be able to provide more shield, and also Dragon FC is always being able to Wrath as well. Wrath strong level. Also, at every phase, at the end of every phase, Dragon has special skill to attack you, right? But when the first phase ended, it was regularly a AoE attack with debuffing attack. AoE attack damage and debuffing enemies, in that case users attack. But now it's just damage. It's just AoE damage. When phase 2 was over, even stronger attack fires off and also silence you here and there. Or rather, not at the end of phase 2, during phase 2. But with a new one, still deals a lot of damage, and still silences you, I guess. But there is no attack debuff. In it neither. So your attacks are gonna always be at your peak level, however it was. Okay. Also, during phase 3, just silencing you, not necessarily dealing damage, just very long silence. That's it. Also, this is really important. They changed the daily tickets from 3 to 1. You can only fight once, and you can gain the 3 times of the value of your one ticket. So make sure if you are not clearing it, just turn it off immediately with your superb reflexes, all right? And turn it back on, because if you turn it off in the middle, you will not lose your ticket. And it's very crucial. Before, you may be able to make a mistake here and there, and having like one to not be able to clear phase 3, but then the other 2 to clear the phase 3. But this is, you only get one chance. You better watch and closely and see if you're clearing or not, okay? Also, a little change on Shelter of Avaris, which isn't really relevant at all, because what it does is basically same as Dragon. It nerfed your attack and defense and HP by 50 percentile, but not anymore. It only decreased the HP for 50 percentile. So it's a buff for the user as well. So a lot of PvE content getting really easy, relatively easy, and a lot of skills reworked in a way that favors us to when we do PvE. When we do PvP now, I cannot simply predict the meta yet, because every week we're gonna have Summer Festa, a new character. Every week a meta will slightly change. So to me, I just don't see a very solid meta pick like how we had 2 weeks ago. We had a very solid team. Rera, Annie, Badri in the back, and then Ana and Ulum, or Dugar or Garf in the front. Those were the very, very solid meta one. But now, even that will shake a little bit with the hero growth patch as well upcoming. So unfortunately, I cannot say how meta will change, but this in general makes a lot easier for PvE, and a lot easier also on PvP when you have those characters. If you don't, I'm sorry, you are gonna suffer just a little bit longer until at least 3 or 4 of the Summer Festa is being revealed. That is gonna kind of the only hope for you guys, for it to bring a new meta change and for it to become the meta. So keep an eye on that, and also keep an eye on it to see if they are worthy of changing the meta. And I will make another video if they do appear to so, okay? Like and subscribe, or dislike, or comment, however you like to share your opinion on this one. And I'll get back to you later.